What's going on, guys? Green Label S497 with you guys today, and I have really bad news for you guys, and it's not what I expected to happen today, but it happened today, and it's really unfortunate. But I guess this is like a learning experience when it comes to oil pressure and oil feed lines and things like that. And today I was driving the car, getting some logs going for my tuner, and it turns out to be that the first pull that I made was perfect. The car stayed in the good AFR numbers, so I was really happy. So on the way back, I decided to make another pull, and the car was going up there, and next thing I know, I hear this really loud, like sharp, like bang. My first thoughts were, hey, maybe I just blew up the engine, which, in my opinion, that would have sucked, and that would have been, really bad luck. But I was glad, I was able to make it on the side of the road, and I checked the seals around the engine, and I went ahead and checked underneath. There was no oil leaking, so I knew the engine was fine. I tried to crank it over. It turned on, but it was turned off, so I was a little bit confused. Maybe I thought it could have been internal damage. So I started playing with the shaft of the turbo, and I saw a lot of shaft play, and it was moving around. So I thought to myself, maybe it's a turbo. So I tried to spin the compressor, and it wouldn't really spin. And I'm going to show you guys right now what really happened. I'm trying to take off the turbo so I can take a look at it from the inside and see what I can come up with. So let me go ahead and show you real quick. All right, so this is the turbo, and from first glance, it doesn't look like there's any damage at all. Still a little bit hot from a couple hours. I've let it sit for a few hours now, but it's still a bit hot. I'm gonna show you first the shaft. You don't see much play right now because it looks alright, but it's a little bit of play, and when you try to spin it, I don't know if you can hear that. You try to spin the other way, it doesn't spin the other way. Now on the other side, let me see if I can get it without blocking the light. But let me see, because I really want to show you guys. This has been a real big learning experience for me, so. Oh, come on. Alright, right there was good. So you see those metal shavings in there? I don't know if you can see them. Those are metal shavings in there. And I'm pretty sure they're from the turbo. So, yeah. It's not very good. But, just a lot of play and very unfortunate, but hopefully the insurance, or not insurance, but the warranty covers this. Still was not even that old, so I'm gonna try to remove the oil line and see if it was dried in there, and I'm gonna then try to remove the turbo. So, yep. Alright, so I was able to remove the oil feed line, and I, taking a look inside, that's really dry. There's no oil in there whatsoever. So it seems to be that the car was never really supplying oil to the turbo. And as you guys, I don't know if you can see that now, I just noticed it, but there's all that oil kind of dripping from the oil feed place. So that right there is No good. It's not much oil, but it's enough oil to where it's not feeding it. So, yeah, I guess I found the problem. In order to remove the turbo, I had to remove the housing from itself. So I loosened the bolts already. Just got to pull the housing off because these two bolts are pretty accessible, but the ones right there are really not. So I feel like maybe this way I could take it off easier, but we'll see. Like I said, all I gotta do is just kind of like pull it off, and that's it. So I'm gonna do that. Alright, well, I was able to remove the compressor housing. All it is just this right here. It's just one more bolt that I gotta take off, and I'll be able to take this off. But all this metal stuff that you guys see here, it's from I don't know where. It looks really weird. Pretty sure. Don't know where that came from. Probably inside the turbo. But we'll find out in a minute. Now, it looked dry, honestly. But when I came down here, the oil return, it had pretty good amount of oil, you know. I'm gonna pull this off. Gonna set this down real quick. Well, like I said, the oil return has oil, so I don't know if it was because of, you know, oil, but everything else looks pretty good. The casting looks pretty good. Nothing too major, nothing too serious on this. Now I'm gonna try to take the other side off and investigate a little bit more. Alright, after further investigation on what the wire inside was, there is a flex joint that comes from the passenger side header into the driver's side header that joins up to the turbo. And I believe it got hot enough to where it broke off, and that's what was inside the hot side of the housing. Now I think the turbo is fine, and the reason why I think that is when the turbo it spins freely when you put it up against its housing. It spins pretty good. See if I can set the phone down so you can see. Well, I can't really put it down. Yeah, but it's fine. You can see it spins. Ugh, can't even talk right now. I'm so exhausted. Spins pretty good. I don't see any really major damage. There's no play in the shaft. Well, barely any play. I'm gonna take it to a buddy of mine, and he's gonna take a look at it and see what he can come up with. But so you can see it spins and not really any play. I did see a ball bearing inside the housing. Could be from this. I'm not sure if this is a ball bearing turbo or not. Pretty sure it is. That's what I wish I could unassemble the turbo and see if there's any more damage. But that's gonna be it for this video. I will keep you guys updated on the issue.